Hello, how are you? As promised, I am appearing in your inbox right now just to show you a short little video about the details of the three pieces that you can see here that will be available tonight. So, I've been sending some photos through to you in the past week just to give you some idea of the three paintings that I did last year but have been holding for this special event this weekend, the Bay of Plenty Art Trail. As always, I always offer my original works to you as my subscribers, my number one supporters first. So this is what this is all about, and being able to share with you the details and the things that make these special, even though you might not be able to make it to my studio. So if you are around this weekend, you are most welcome. Would love to meet you and welcome you in and show you these works along with all the others that we have up here. But right now, for those who might not be able to make it but are interested in these new pieces, I want to share a little bit more about these with you. So I'll start with the two new bird works that I have here. These were actually created for a New Zealand company to adorn two special notebooks that we created for their staff as a Christmas gift last year. So it's a big company, 3,000 staff, and wanted something, two iconic, beautiful birds to be front and back covers of a notebook that will be printed just for this company, nobody else. So it was an exclusive custom made gift that turned out really beautifully. But these are the originals that were used to create these. So they won't be printed again either in notebook form or gift form or any kind of print form. This is it now. And I just wanted to share a bit more about these with you. So obviously they look quite great as a pair. They've been created with that in mind. And the first is the beautiful Tui. So I'm going to just come in and give you some details. It's very hard with the light. It does reflect in different ways, which makes it a little bit challenging to give you a really good idea of the detail, but hopefully you can get a really nice idea of the beautiful turquoise jade greens that are in this Tui with the really deep blue geometric background. Now these are both painted on ply boards, ply panels, and then they're framed with these really beautiful textured wood tray frames. So they're ready to hang and look fab on your wall. They're about 45 by 55 centimeters with the frame, just to give you an idea of size. So this Tui, essentially, the inspiration for this was out the side of our home. Our neighbours have some beautiful trees, and there's a tree that has no leaves, but this Tui sits at the top regularly and just kind of sits out there and looks out over the landscape and surveys what's going on. And so that's why I've called this Lookout. It's just to kind of capture that moment of that Tui as he comes by. The second piece is my very first Theo or blue duck. So I'm pretty stoked with this little guy. He's got a lot of character, a lot of details. You can see beautiful deep blues and burnt umber hues, which is almost like a reddy brown in his plumage. And he sits upon a very mossy green rock. I've never done a rock or a mossy rock before. I'm quite pleased with how that's turned out. And so I guess the idea here is that this duck is, I guess, perched on this little rock looking out at the water below, eyeing up a swim or maybe a snack for that morning. So that gives you a little bit of insight into the story and I guess the thought process that I have when I'm creating these. I try to kind of capture a moment that these birds might be having in their environment. So like I say, both framed, really nicely framed in a really beautiful textured wood tray frame, and yeah, like I say, all ready to go, ready to hang on a wall. They'll make a really nice statement piece either together or on their own. They're a really decent size, so would beautifully fill a wall on their own. Now the third piece is my first landscape that I've completed. As you know, many of you will know, I had a much larger piece going. It's still going, I just have not finished it. But this is the smaller work that I finished. I'm very pleased with how it's turned out. So this is called Magnetic Maua, which is, I guess, just trying to convey the energy that comes from Mount Maunganui. It's just beautiful. It's so special. So I've got my I guess, trademark geometry in the sea, using kind of like my velvet technique, I call it. Kind of creates like a velvety movement in the sea. And I've got the same kind of velvety movement in what is essentially representing the beach area. Hard to capture that in photos, but you can see there. And yeah, really worked at getting some beautiful details into the landscape. Got the pass coming up through Mauao, where many of us walk up and down. And yeah, the contrast between the both really has made it pop. So it's got a deep green painted teal edge, turquoise edge. And that piece is 40 centimeters diameter across. And you can see here kind of a similar width to these two pieces here. So again, a size that actually really would fill a beautiful wall and shine and be a real statement on its own. So that is the third piece that will be available this evening. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Whether you're looking to buy because you love one of these, or you're just looking because you enjoy hearing more about art and process and, you know, the inspiration behind these works, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about any of these works, let me know. And otherwise, there will be a link exclusively for you as my VIP subscribers coming out at 8 o'clock tonight. And that won't be made available to anyone else for 24 hours. So you've got 24 hours to purchase one of these if you do love one of them before anyone else. The last time I did this, late last year, all of the works I had sold out in an hour, which was amazing. So I guess if you do love one of these, jump onto it. You can also come by the open studio that we're having 39A Crane Street in Mount Maunganui from tomorrow through to Sunday. But again, they may be purchased tonight before that. So yeah, just you'll have to make a decision as to whether you jump on it or just take the chance to come by if you'd like to have a look at them in person. But again, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you're really well, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.